Hey guys, today we're gonna see how deep learning can be utilized to predict the CL and CD ratio efficiently rather than using CFD simulations. So let's go through that. So one thing is very essential thing is data. So in order to train the deep learning model, data is very necessary. So we gonna use data provided by Zili Harvey in his he posted the data in GitHub account, and he also mentioned how to parse the data from the raw data. So complete credit goes to them in data collection. So I have directly using it. I'm directly using it for today's purpose. So one thing is how the neural network architecture is. Let's see. Yeah, let's see the model. So the train data, one of the record looks like this. It is a binary image, means that is it has either 1 or 0. That's it, only one channel, not in red, green and blue. Only one channel is present, and all the numbers are either 1 or 0. So by looking at the image, plotting it with the matplotlib, you can see how it is looking like. The airfoil is 0. The points on the airfoil are will be 0 in this array, whereas the other points are 1. Yep. So next, so for our model, for our deep learning model, it is will consider that it has a channel. So but we haven't mentioned it over here because our array is considered to be only two dimensional array. So we have to make it in a increase other in another dimension to represent its channel. So we are using one channel only. So we'll be adding other dimension also, one more dimension to make it in a three dimensional one. So it will be like 128, 128, comma 1. Its shape will be like that. So how the model is. So first model has 512 filters with yep. Kernel with 5. So here we have used activation function as a ReLU, as we know that the shape of the input image is 128, 128, and while the one is the number of channels. Here we are using one. We have discussed it earlier. So next, max pooling is done to reduce the dimensions, like uh, reduce the dimensionality of the data. So here we have used a kernel size of 2, 2, 2, 2 for max pooling, and again a convolution layer with 256 filters and say kernel size of 4, and added other two more convolution layers. Finally, flatten it and get the rich embeddings, which contains a lot of features about the images, like outline of the outline surface of the airfoil, and many things, curves of the airfoil. It can be anything, which has rich features. And finally, added the dropout layer, so to for regularization, to not overfit with our model, and should be reversed as much as possible. And then finally the fully connected layer with three hidden layers and one output layer. So why we have chosen activation function as tanh? So as we know that our data, like look we should look into the train data, like how it is. So the train y is like it lies between -1 to 1, and most data is like minimum is around -5, -0.5 something, and maximum is around plus 0.5 something. So tanh will be the best activation function for us because ReLU could not do the thing. So I have used TANH and seen how the performance of the model. So next, compile the model with the loss taken as mean square error. So we have trained this model in another machine provided by Google Colab. So we have trained it with the GPU accelerators, which has done the job in 30 minutes, which is extremely fast in comparison with the PC which I have. In my PC, it would take around maybe around 1 day at least. So this has done the job efficiently and fastly. So I've trained it in another machine. By that, loss was around found to be 10 power minus 4, in the order of 10 power minus 4 for validation data as well as the train data. So I have trained it for 120 epochs and took the batch size of 64. So finally, the predicted values can be obtained by using model.predict. Here also we have to increase the dimensions of the test data as well, because as we know that you have to provide the channel number of channels also. So this can do the job. Next thing, plot the data for comparison, like what is happening with the test data with respect to the prediction, how they are looking like, and zoom in of the uh, data in a window size of 100 from 400 to 500 points. So let's look how they look like. First thing, so here are the predictions. Predictions are plotted along the y, and test data is plotted along the x. Mostly they are in line, so there is a high correlation. This means that our model is working very nice. And also by seeing the zoom in plot for CL by CD ratio for the test data. Here the blue one is ground truth, whereas is a true data, whereas the yellow one is, sorry, orange color one is for predicted data. So these values are predicted by our model. So by seeing that, we can confirm that the model is very good and predicting the test data nicely. So we can utilize this model and get the CL to CD ratio and use the data, use the output. So finally, and a web-based application is also made using PyWeb.io framework. So let's see how the application is. So this is the web-based application to predict the CL by CD ratio for any airfoil. So here there is a caution message which says that only upload the image with the size of 128 and 128, because we have trained the model with that data, and also we expect the model also expects that input data should be in that format. So we have to upload the data only with the PNG. We only upload the image with the size of 128, 128. Let's exit this one. Okay, so this says that upload the image for get CL by CD of an airfoil. So if you do not have any data, just take this URL and paste it in the browser. So here you can see lot of images. There are around 686 images. So you can download any of the image and take it with take it and upload into this file. So I have those images in my local computer. So let me choose them. Suppose let us choose this test image 0. Okay, so let's go through how the images are. These are the images, like different airfoils at different angle of attacks. These are the test images. So let me take one and upload it here. Just submit it. Wait for some time. Okay, so you have got that this says that predicted CL by CD ratio is around 27.86. So this is the predicted value by our model. So this way we can utilize deep learning networks, which absolutely save times in comparison to the CFD models. So yeah, so that's it about deep learning model utilization for CL/CD ratio predictions. Yeah, okay, so one thing is I have mentioned this doc also. I have uploaded in the GitHub repository. Link will be provided in the description. So here in this drive link also pasted in the PDF file. So which has two things. One is images, all the test images, as well as one folder which contains a trained model. This is the predictor model which you can utilize. I have trained it, and you can test with the test images. Okay, thank you everyone. Goodbye.